ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Tomorrow is Kartikai Bharani. This is the Tirunakshatram day of a great Acharya named aruLALa perumAL emperumAnAr. Let us see his life and glories a little bit. aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr, who is also known as Dayapala Muni, was born in a village named Vinjimur, which is located in current days Andhra Pradesh. When he was born, he was named Yajnamurti. At a young age, he became a great scholar. He learned Shastram in the Advaita tradition. He started traveling all over the Bharatadesham and won over many scholars and became a very reputed Advaita scholar. He acquired many disciples and also eventually became a sannyasi following the Mayavada tradition and carried Ekadanda. He desired to visit Srirangam as he had heard about emperumAnAr being established as the Vishishtadvaita Acharya. He desired to come to Srirangam and debate with emperumAnAr Ramanujar on the philosophical aspects. He set out to Srirangam along with his disciples. He reached Srirangam and invited emperumAnAr for a debate. emperumAnAr accepted Yajnamurti's invitation and they were both getting ready to debate with each other. In the beginning, they both made vows. Yajnamurti vowed that if he lost the debate with emperumAnAr, he would become a disciple of emperumAnAr and also would carry the padukas, the sandals of emperumAnAr on his head. emperumAnAr too took a vow. He said if he lost to Yajnamurti, he would stop engaging himself in any literature such as writing granthams and propagating them. The debate started. They both debated fiercely and the debate went on for 16 days. On the 17th day, Yajnamurti was getting the upper hand and emperumAnAr was becoming demoralized. At the end of the day, he returned to his mutt. He prayed to his Tiruvaradana perumAL, Perarulalan, who is Varadaraja perumAL himself. He said to emperuman, this great sampradayam which was nurtured by Nathamunigal up to Alavandar and reached great heights, is now going down because of me. What are we going to do? He was greatly pained by the situation. Out of tiredness, his eyes closed automatically, and he saw a wonderful dream at that time. Varadaraja Perumal appeared in his dream and started speaking to emperumAnAr. He said, "This is all my Leela, my play. This Yagyamurti is a great scholar, and it would be wonderful to have him in our Sampradayam. So I am going to make him as your disciple. Now you go and talk to him tomorrow, using the principles explained by Alavandar to establish the philosophy." emperumAnAr wakes up and he was amazed by the dream. He felt refreshed. He wakes up early in the morning, completes his daily anushtanams, and walks to the place where the debate was being held with great tejas, radiance. As he enters the place, Yagyamurti sees emperumAnAr, and he can see the radiance in emperumAnAr's divine form. At once, Yagyamurti falls at emperumAnAr's feet and says, "I can see that Bhagavan has directly spoken to you. You are not different from Bhagavan now. I concede my defeat," says Yagyamurti. emperumAnAr accepts Yagyamurti's words and still goes on to explain the philosophy to him to establish the truth. As agreed upon, Yagyamurti becomes a disciple of emperumAnAr, carrying the sandals, padukas of emperumAnAr on his head. As Yagyamurti was a Mayavada sannyasi before, who had given up Yajnopavitam, Shikha, he needed to be purified. So emperumAnAr arranges for the purificatory rituals, and then he himself initiates Yagyamurti as a Tridandi sannyasi, following the Vishishtadvaita philosophy. As Yagyamurti prays to emperumAnAr that he be named in memory of emperumAnAr himself, and as emperumAnAr thinks about Perurulalan Emperuman, Varadaraja Perumal, with gratitude, emperumAnAr gives the name aruLALa Perumal emperumAnAr to Yagyamurti in memory of both Perurulalan and emperumAnAr as requested by Yagyamurti himself. emperumAnAr also gives his own Tiruvaradana Perumal to aruLALa Perumal emperumAnAr and asks him to perform Tiruvaradhanam every day from that day onwards. aruLALa perumAL emperumAnAr remains with emperumAnAr, learns Divya Prabandham, Rahasya Granthams, commentaries, and the Vishishtadvaita philosophy from emperumAnAr directly, and remains a very close confidant of emperumAnAr. emperumAnAr also desires to bring glory to aruLALa perumAL emperumAnAr, and hence when Anantalvan, Yachan and few others came to take shelter of emperumAnAr to become a disciples of emperumAnAr, he asks them to be surrendered at the divine feet of aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr. aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr says, how can I carry such responsibility? But because emperumAnAr ordered, I will accept you all as disciples, but we all will together remain. That emperumAnAr's divine feet is our protection, is our shelter. They are our shelter. An interesting incident happens in the life of aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr. Initially, he was staying in his own mutt, which is nearby emperumAnAr's mutt. Once a couple of Sri Vaishnavas visit Sri Rangam, and they ask a resident of Sri Rangam on the streets, where is emperumAnAr's mutt? The resident of Sri Rangam asks them back, which emperumAnAr's mutt are you looking for? Thinking about emperumAnAr and aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr. The visiting Sri Vaishnavas become puzzled, and they ask back, are there two emperumAnArs? We have only heard of one emperumAnAr, one Ramanuja. And then the resident of Sri Rangam, that Swami, explains to these two about the existence of aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr also. And then he guides them to emperumAnAr as they requested. Hearing about this incident, aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr becomes very perplexed. He thinks, why should anyone think that there are two mutts and there are two emperumAnArs? Hereafter, there should be no separate identity for me. Let me just go and be with emperumAnAr in his shadow. So he goes to emperumAnAr. He requests that emperumAnAr accepts him to stay in the same mutt along with him. And aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr also destroys his separate mutt. In this way, he showed total commitment towards emperumAnAr and total dedication towards emperumAnAr. emperumAnAr taught him all the important principles, and having learnt all of them, aruLALa emperumAnAr writes two beautiful granthams, Jnanasaram and Prameyasaram. These are two beautiful Tamil prabandhams which have the essence of our sampradayam. Jnanasaram is the precedent for wonderful literature such as Sri Vachanabhushanam, compiled by Pillalokacharya, highlighting the importance of Acharya and being totally dependent on Acharya. Thus, we have seen a little bit about aruLALa perumAl emperumAnAr. Let us meditate upon his divine feet and celebrate his Trinakshatram with great eagerness. ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.